I would like to talk to you about a subject that I am very familiar with. That subject is rejection. I have spent many years of my life going over, researching how to get over rejection, and nothing resonated with me. It was through the trials that I went through all of my life and the trials that I still go through that I have figured out how to deal with rejection. But first, I would like to share with you my credentials as one of the CEOs of Rejection. I was rejected and bullied from a very young age. I had a pot belly, okay? I was not an attractive child. And I mean, the pot belly I had, it wasn't like a little pot belly. It was like a 6 or 7 month pregnant pot belly because I had a sway back and I had knock knees and I had flat feet that I had to wear special shoes to try to make an arch in my feet. So I ran like Forrest Gump. When it was time to pick teams in sports like kickball or softball, I was always the last one picked. Nobody wanted me on their team, and they made it painfully obvious that they didn't want me on their team. Mom didn't even like me. My mom would say, "I love you, but I don't like you." And then to her friends, I would hear her say stuff like, "I took the wrong child home from the hospital." This continued until I turned 15 or 16. I suddenly grew really tall. My pot belly disappeared. So I was tall and thin. My mom took me and bleached my hair blonde. I was very tan. So I was tall, thin, tan, and blonde. She took me and signed me up for modeling classes. I learned how to walk. I learned how to talk, learned how to put makeup on. Well, sort of, but that didn't work very well for me. Still can't put makeup on, right? Or do my hair. But I did learn all those things. I got signed on with a modeling agency in South Florida, and I started modeling. I got asked out by guys. I even ended up being homecoming queen one year and making the cheerleading team because of my looks. But I was still that ugly child on the inside, and nothing was going to fix that. Actually, what happened was it led me into a series of bad relationships and eventually becoming very anxious and codependent. It led me into a very bad relationship of 25 years, where the cycles started of idealization, devaluation, and discard. And those cycles went over and over and over again. What if I told you that rejection was one of the biggest gifts that we could receive from God, Source, Universe, Creator, whatever you identify with? Jesus was rejected. Isaiah 53:3. He was rejected and despised. A man of sorrows, acquainted with the deepest grief. Vincent van Gogh did over 2,000 works of art in his lifetime and only sold one painting. He ended up dying of suicide. And then, of course, his art became some of the most famous artwork in the whole world. What a shame that many times we don't realize someone's worth or someone's value until they're gone. I would like to share a different view with you if you are looking straight at rejection. But I gave you 10, 20, 30 years of my life, and now you don't want me anymore? Does that sound familiar? Or they don't want me to be a deacon in the church. Or I didn't get that promotion that I really desperately needed. Have you heard no so many times that if you hear no one more time, you might implode? The word no triggers you. How you handle rejection determines how successful you will be in life. My friends, Rejection has absolutely nothing to do with your worth. It doesn't matter how great you think a person is. The right person for you chooses you for who you are. You will be rejected because other people's visions of what your life should look like don't align with your purpose. Your purpose is between you and God. Do not ever let anyone define you or your purpose. If you have been rejected over and over and over again from childhood on, and it's like you can't do anything right, you keep getting rejected, whether it's in business, whether it's in the church, whether it's in your personal life, if you continuously are getting rejected, if you do not fit in, have you thought to yourself, maybe I'm not meant to fit in? Maybe I'm meant to stand out. Rejection is simply redirection. God will never deliver you fear or confusion, but He will deliver you from fear and confusion. However, rejection and redirection are from God. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Rejection is simply redirection. When someone walks out of your life, when they discard you, when they no longer want you, when they betray you, when they hurt you, and you think life cannot get worse, that's when you need to get up and move on. You're simply being directed onto a new path that is better for you. Rejection is simply the universe getting something or someone out of your way that does not belong in your life. So be so grateful and so thankful, because something so much better is coming for you. The universe just did you a huge favor. Don't let the things that happen to you harden your beautiful soul. Your scars are beautiful. So much love.